After a tense 24 hours at the White House, President Donald Trump invited members of Congress over for a picnic. But just hours earlier, the basement Situation Room was packed with top generals. Trump says his military was cocked and loaded to retaliate after Iran shot down a U.S. drone. But minutes before the planned strike, the president posed this question to his generals.
I said, how many people are going to be killed? Sir, I'd like to get back to you on that. Great people, these generals. They said, came back, said, sir, approximately 150. And I thought about it for a second, and I said, you know what? They shot down an unmanned drone, plane, whatever you want to call it. And here we are sitting with 150 dead people. That would have taken place probably within a half an hour after I said, go ahead. Yeah. And I didn't like it. I didn't think it was proportionate.
The strikes on Iranian radar and missile batteries were called off after Trump spent most of the day discussing Iran with his national security advisors and congressional leaders. A UN Security Council meeting to discuss Iran will be held on Monday. Washington asked for the closed-door meeting to brief the council on the latest developments and its investigation into tanker explosions in the Gulf region. Tensions escalated quickly over the past week after the U.S. said Iran was responsible for the tanker attacks. Tehran has denied involvement. A third of the world's oil supplies pass through the vital shipping lane every day, and concerns of a conflict there pushed oil prices to their biggest weekly jump in 2 years, with U.S. crude spiking 10% on Friday.
Immediately, the areas that would be most impacted by this would be Asia, because Asia is getting is where most of this oil is actually going. Not that much oil is coming from the Middle East to the United States right now.
The threat of war has also impacted the skies. Tehran says it shot down the U.S. drone, called a Global Hawk, when it was in its airspace. The U.S. says the surveillance aircraft was in international territory. A short time after it was downed, the Federal Aviation Administration in the U.S. banned American airlines from flying over parts of the Gulf. And dozens of foreign airlines followed suit by rerouting flights.
Global Hawk flies in the same altitudes as airliners, which means if you're an airliner, you're worried because evidently someone has the ability to shoot that high. They may not be aiming at you, but you might get caught in something else.
Analysts say Trump's abrupt U-turn on Friday signals he's open to negotiations with Tehran. But Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, has the last word on all state matters, and he's ruled out any talks with Washington while sanctions are still in place. Natasha Hussain, TRT World.